Our next game, guys, Carolina at Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield throws for 5 touchdowns. If Baker Mayfield led you to the promised land all week, well, he kept it going with the 5 touchdowns, 359 yards. Mike Evans heavily targeted in this one, 9 targets. He catches 8 of them, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, QB2 right now here, Lawrence. Going into the week, I mean, it's crazy. We have 4 quarterbacks that scored more than 31 points. So we haven't even played Monday Night Football yet. Just Baker really couldn't miss in this one against the Panthers secondary.
Yeah, and when you got it going like that, you just keep on going and going, which is what he did. He's now tied for second in the league with 39 touchdown passes. Another guy like a Sam Darnold, although Baker Mayfield played well last year. So to see him do it 2 years in a row and just solidify like, hey, I'm a top-tier franchise quarterback. I could get it done, and they got the NFC South now, I think it's fair to say, especially with them being 14.5-point favorites at home versus the Saints. Falcons, you blew it.
Jalen McMillan, also a big day. He's really turned it on the last month of the season. The rookie caught all 5 of his targets, 51 yards, but most importantly in fantasy, the 2 touchdowns. We got to hear from both Bucs receivers, Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan, after the game.
We had a great week of preparation. Everybody made plays. The O-line did their thing, and, Baker did his thing as usual.
Can you say enough about Baker Mayfield? The accuracy, getting the football where it has to be.
His ball placement was top tier today. He ran when he had to. He didn't have to run much. Made plays. I mean, he does what he's been doing for the last couple seasons for us.
We just attacked practice really well. We were really detailed, sound, and the intensity we came out with, and just starting fast is something that keeps our momentum going. So it was glad we did that.
Big day for Bucky Irving as well. He gets 20 carries, 113 rushing yards, as Bucky always does. Stays involved in the pass game, 4 receptions, 77 yards. I mean, Jay, Bucky Irving is going to be big expectations next year. He's going to be drafted very early out of running backs for a guy that probably wasn't taken in a lot of fantasy drafts this season.
No, and he's clearly taken over that backfield from Rashad White, who only gets the 6 carries. Yeah, Bucky Irving's going to be a first, second round pick next season in fantasy. He's going to be one of the elite running backs. There's just not that many running backs who get 20 carries in a game, and this one got out of hand at the end as well, so he could have pushed 25 if not. And so he's just playing in. This has been one of the most underrated stories of the season because it's the Bucs, it's the NFC South. They won it last year, and it's the same cast of characters for the most part. But Liam Cohen has been one of the best stories of the season. Yeah. Baker Mayfield has 39 passing touchdowns to Lawrence as well. He's got 11 more passing touchdowns than Josh Allen and a higher passer rating. Baker's having an insanely good season. Now he's thrown 15 picks, and that's the Baker experience. Yep. But look, they're not. I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl, but they're going to have a moment in the playoffs, and they're going to be capable of winning any given game.
Yeah, the Bucs offense is just a wagon right now. Even the offensive line has played above expectations. So the huge unit. On the other side of things, it's been better days for Bryce Young. He throws 2 touchdowns. Their defense really didn't give them a chance in this one, Lawrence. Adam Thielen, if you're bold enough to start him, he gets you 2 touchdowns over 100 yards. So productive enough between these two, but just not a good day for the Panthers overall.
Big ups to Bryce Young. Consecutive games with multiple touchdown passes for the first time in his career. 18 fantasy points per game in 6 games since returning as their starter. And I think he played himself into getting another shot for next year. Get him some more players. But speaking of getting more players, I won't be shocked that if Adam Thielen wants to play again, he won't be on this roster next season because you can't deny the connection he has with him for his whole first season. The second half of this season, as soon as Adam Thielen came back from injury, right there, he's racking up the numbers. He helps that offense go. So I won't be shocked if he's in that receiver room, leading that receiver room with Bryce Young and hopefully a little bit better roster next year.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotorworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.